All right, it's been about, let's see, about probably 2 weeks of working on the floors, and I have gotten it to connect around the island, which is very settling and calming because I was really worried about that. If you don't have the first row perfectly straight, once you get to this point, you're gonna have problems. So as you can see, it looks pretty good. I have it running down the hallway or down the room pretty straight. I don't see any noticeable issues. I had a few setbacks so far. Basically, I had a plank over here that I didn't realize, but I must have installed it once or twice and broken the tongue, so it was loose for some reason. So I had gotten about all the way out there, and I had to rip all that up and figure out what was going on back here. So I'm glad I did that, but I've realized that if you're a little too intense tapping these boards together, you can break the tongue on them pretty easily. So you got to be careful. And if you tilt it up too far, so if you tilt it too far like this, when you're putting it in the groove of the other one, you can run into issues because what happens is this piece will start bending upwards that way. Same thing on this end. So I have this one marked as bad right here because it's very subtle, but you can see it bowing upwards. So you need to be careful when you're putting the butt in together of another one if it's not popped in there properly, or if you can see any kind of movement when you've hammered it together, you're gonna have problems. So you don't want to use that board. You just want to save that for some other spot. Or one thing I plan on doing, so basically after I removed all these, I didn't reuse any of those boards I pulled up for this room. I'm gonna use them. I have them in a different room right now. So I have them all right there. I'll probably use them in this room because this is a guest room. It's not going to be used that much. I just didn't want to risk any problems with this room because obviously this is our high traffic room. So, so yeah, there's where we are right now. Moving this range was a challenge. One, because one of the wheels in the back was broken. So I had to figure out what was wrong with that, and I was able to come up with a solution. I have another video on that one. See how to move a big 36-inch range. But yeah, that was a big hurdle I dealt with yesterday. But it's coming along. I'm pretty happy about this right here because it means I'm doing something right. Again, to mention, this is only my second time doing LVP. Never done it in across a whole house or connecting rooms. I've done it in 3 rooms, but they're all separate rooms. So yeah, next I just got to keep leveling and clearing baby stuff out of the way. So, you know, it's time consuming doing that. Also working full time, so I get to do this about 2 hours a night if I'm lucky. So I'm about 2 weeks into it, made pretty good progress, especially with a couple setbacks so far. So can't complain. It is pretty tiring though. So that's about it.